Good morning, dear students. This is Dr. Savita Kudme. I welcome you all in our next lecture of the subject Economic Zoology. Now, in the previous lecture, we have already completed 2 chapters of Economic Zoology. The first chapter, Animal Husbandry, in which different animal husbandry, that is different branches of animal husbandry, we have already studied. In second chapter, we have studied the economic importance of insects, in which useful as well as harmful insects we have studied. Now, in the present lecture, we'll be starting with the chapter number 3, that is economic importance of birds, amphibia, and reptiles. Right? So, the first lecture will be the topic economic importance of birds. Okay. Now, the birds, the birds, they occupy a very significant position in the human society. Everybody knows that they are important for us, right? They provide us food, medicine, fertilizers, as well as beautiful decorations, and also give us enchanting songs and brings about the pollination, right? So the birds, they are very important for us. In addition, they form various sources of amusement and exercise biological control over the injurious crop pest, right? Even besides their many beneficial aspects, certain birds are harmful for human, right? And all sort of economic significance of birds can be best studied under these 2 headings, useful birds and harmful birds. So some birds which are useful for us are categorized under the group useful birds, and those birds which are harmful to human and his property are categorized under harmful birds. Let's see what are the uses of birds. So birds can be used as a food. Both the eggs and flesh of bird is consumed by the human, right? Even the birds are also important in medicines. They can be perform a role in preparation of the medicines part of their body, right? Even it is used in the decorations and commercial value. Even the birds are useful for agriculture also. Even they are also playing a role, that is a scavenger, and they are having, apart from this, many miscellaneous values, many miscellaneous uses, right? Let's see one by one all these uses of the birds or benefits of the birds. Birds as a food, right? So some of the important benefits of the birds we are going to study. As food, both the flesh and egg of birds are used as a food by man. Certain animals such as snakes, cats, then mongoose, etc., also prey upon small birds. So they feed upon the small birds and even their eggs too. So for the other animals like reptiles, even cats, mongoose, these birds also serves as a source of food. Even flesh of certain birds such as a chicken, duck, geese, right, pigeon, turkeys, as well as the shore birds is much realized and is regarded as a delicacy, or you can say it is a delicious food for the human being. Even several species of these birds have been domesticated and hybridized by man for many centuries to produce better qualities of the feather, better quality of flesh, as well as they are used as a messengers by we can say by training them, right? They can be used as a messengers. Even this domestic fowls is also supposed to be a delicacy or delicious for the food or for the table, and its eggs are considered to be the best standard food, even second only to the milk. Best standard food after the milk. because milk is complete diet, and after that the one standard food, or you can say nutritious food, is said to be the egg of the chicken, right? Even the eggs of fowl, apart from eating, they are also used in many preparations, like in preparation of toffees, pastries, cake, biscuits. The eggs of fowls, they are used, right? So the great demand of the flesh and eggs of the fowl has given rise to the playing of the poultry industry. So development of the poultry industry is on the basis of growing demand of the flesh and eggs of the fowl. To fulfill that demand of the flesh and fowl, what the development of our poultry industries, they are going to develop day by day, right, with a good profit. So beside the flesh and eggs, even nest of the certain birds have been used in the food, right? For example, Chinese use the nest of the particular species of a swift. This is the swift bird, right? So particular species. So this nest of the swift bird is used as a food by the Chinese people. So these are said to have the tonic property. This nest is said to have the tonic property and are formed. So what is a tonic property? Because this nest is formed purely of a salivary secretion of this swift bird, right? So hence this nest of the swift bird is been used as a food by the Chinese people, because it is purely made up of a salivary secretions that is acting as a tonic for the growth of a body or well-being of the human, right? Okay, so birds are also used in medicines. In what way they are used in the medicine by human? Let's see. So feathers and muscles of certain birds are utilized in certain Ayurvedic as well as in Unani medicines. In Unani system, patients of a chest diseases as well as a tuberculosis are prescribed to keep pigeons in their contact of the or you can say pigeons in close contact with their chest. So this is what we can say, the treatment of the Unani or Ayurvedic medicines. They suggest to keep the birds close to the chest so that the person will feel better. Okay, fine. So flesh of the pigeon is said to be good for the patient of a paralysis. So how the flesh is acting as a, or how it is good? Because it carries certain micronutrients. That micronutrients are good for the paralytic patient, right? So flesh of the pigeon is very good for the paralytic patient. The egg of fowls are used in tonics and in various medicines. Everybody knows that the fowl egg is playing very important role in the medicines as well as in other preparations too. The eggs of fowls even have the great experimental value, as they are used as a medium to grow cultures of viruses, bacteria, fungi, nematodes as well as other larvae too. So the eggs of fowl not only used in food preparation as well as in the medicines, but they are also used in the preparations of the culture media. So the birds, they are useful to us in number of ways. So we just have studied the useful birds or uses of the birds in the medicines. Now let's move ahead and see what is another use of birds. So in decorations and in commercial value. Now how the birds, they can be used for the decoration. So the simple and multicolored and fastidious feathers of different birds have been great economic importance for us. So why? Because they have used extensively for the preparation of the pillows as well as quilt, means you can say either covering, okay, and blankets, clothing and sleeping bags. The down feathers of aquatic birds such as ducks as well as geese, so that provides the warmest insulation. Down feather of the aquatic birds like the feathers of the geese as well as duck, that are best insulating material, and that provides or that are used for Arctic clothes, preparation of the Arctic clothes, where there is an excessive cold environment, because these bird feathers, lower feathers, they acting as an insulator, so they provides a very good warmth to the body of a person in the excessive cold area, as well as even they are also used for the sleeping bags, preparation of a sleeping bags in such a colder areas, right? So these feathers of aquatic birds are very useful for human. Even the feathers with a beautiful and distinctive colorations as well as a distinctive shape have been used in decorations of houses as well as a ornamentation by native peoples. If you see the native peoples of Africa and other, or if you see the older movies in which the native culture is being shown, so you can see or you can just imagine they were using a crown of the bird feathers. Even the bird feathers were also ornamented around their body, even in the houses, right? So something beautifully designed with the bird feathers. So such a type of things are also observed in the older days for the decoration of homes as well as for the ornamentation. Even red Indians of America use wing quill for the decoration. Even domesticated poultry and ostrich as well as rheas etc. provides ornamental feathers. Even you can say the badminton, the shuttlecock of the badminton is also used or it is also prepared from the feathers, right? And many natives are use feathers in their arrows so that they may go further, right? So like that, number of uses of a feather, commercial uses of a feather are also there along with the ornamental uses. Even the feathers like you can say the tail feathers of a peacock are also used in the house decoration. Even the ornamentation also in which the tail feathers of the peacock were used, as well as in making of varieties of toys and fans, the tail feathers of peacock were used. So number of uses of bird feathers are there. uh, Even you can see even you can imagine actually from the ancient history, the in the period of the Mughal Samrat, they were using long feathers of the bird for writing, right? So that was also one of the use of commercial use of the bird feather. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, so let's see how they are useful to us. Even okay, the birds are of a great agricultural value. Everybody knows that, since they act as a pollinators, fertilizers, and help in biological control in the following manner. So, how they are useful for the pollination? Everybody knows that. For example, the hummingbird. These hummingbirds or many small birds like hummingbirds, right, living in the groves as well as meadows on the flowering plants and brings about their pollination. Okay, as they are living inside the flowering plants as well as groves on the flowering plants, so they brings about the pollination. And certain flowers are especially, if you see, they are specially designed for the bird pollination and respond to them only. So the for pollination of certain plant is absolutely depend on the birds, right? So the structure petals of the flowers are such a arranged in such a way that they cannot be self pollinated. So birds need to interfere for such a pollination, right? So only the birds they can able to pollinate such a flowers which are designed for the bird pollination. Even the fruit eating birds, we cannot forget them, the fruit eating birds that help in dispersal of seeds far as well as wide. So the fruit eating birds, they carrying the seeds when they feed on the fruits, so they're carrying the seeds inside their body whenever they migrate, whenever they goes. So the through their fecal matter, the seeds of the fruits, they get deposited at various places. So for the dispersal as as well as dispersion of the seeds, the birds are playing important role, right? Even the next important agricultural importance is as a fertilizer. So the fecal matter of the birds that is rich in nitrogen, phosphate, calcium and iron, and it is called as a guano. Okay, so this guano is what? Rich in nitrogen, phosphate, calcium and iron, and it is good fertilizer. Even on the islands of the coast of Child or Chile, where a little rainfall is there, and which are the breeding places for numerous migratory and seabirds. Even the guano accumulates in such a quantity, that is in the enormous quantity at those places where the birds they used to prefer to sit, right, and is exported to different countries. So this guano is not only being used for the fertilization to the area where it is going to be deposited, but it can be exported to other countries. So it is one of the very good source of fertilizer with which we are getting from the birds. Now the next agricultural importance is it is used in biological control. Everybody knows that. What is a biological control? The control of the insect pest population by using another animal, right? So this is a biological control. So first, seed eating birds. Okay, so the seed eating birds eats weed seeds too, right? So seed eating birds, they are not only eating the favorable fruit seeds, whatever is available they are also eat it up, right? So the seed eating birds, they used to eat the seeds of the weed. So ultimately what? Those seeds which are eaten by them, such a seeds will get removed from that place, no? So the weed population ultimately covered slightly. No doubt, whenever these seeds they deposit to another place, they may grow. That is a different part. Okay, so insectivorous birds, right? So this insectivorous birds eats insect, numerous insect they used to eat. So ultimately, insects, maximum insects, they acting as a paste. So as a insectivorous birds means the birds which are feeding on the insect, they can control the population of such a insect. So ultimately the pest population will be under control, right? Oh, scavengers. The birds, they are playing very important role as a scavengers. So carrion eating birds. So the first is carrion eating birds. What do you mean by carrion? Carrion is what? Carrion is the dead decaying matter, dead decaying organic matter especially. So carrion eating birds such as a vulture, hawk, eagle and crows are feeding on the dead decaying organic matter. So ultimately the dead decaying organic matter or dead organic matter will completely get eaten or in the stomach of such a scavenger birds, right? And ultimately what happened? These birds also check the spreading of diseases through the decaying bodies. Suppose those decaying bodies which are if not eaten by the scavenger birds, what will happen? The decaying body, the smell of decomposition will spread in the nearby area. That makes everyone very uncomfortable. Even the bacteria, viruses which are growing on the dead decaying bodies also going to spread through the air in nearby area, so that can make the animal sick in nearby area. So this is also been checked by the scavenger birds, right? So these scavenger birds, they used to feed on the dead decaying matter and finish them completely, eat up them completely. So there is no putrefaction further, as well as no development of the disease or no spreading of a disease from such a decaying material, right? So this is again one of the important economic role played by the birds for human as well as for the animal benefits of animals, we can say. Even certain other scavenger birds like cattle egret. This is the cattle egret. You might have seen it sitting on the body of a cattle. Even the oxpecker. This is the oxpecker, red beak oxpecker with the red eyes, and the crocodile bird. So these members are also playing important role for removal of the parasite from their host body. The parasite can be of any type. The parasite can be of the tick, it can be of the worms or some kind of larvae or some kind of insect present on the body part of their host. So they used to feed on such a parasites and make their host free from the parasite. So they are also playing important role for regulation of the parasitic diseases in case of their host animal, right? So this is again one of the important use played by the birds. Okay, now in miscellaneous uses, they are also playing important role in various ways, and these various ways are altogether said to be the miscellaneous values, right? So as a predators, they are used as a predators like peacock, eagle, even the kites and other carnivorous birds. Are the destroyers of venomous and injurious animals such as snakes, scorpion, etc. They used to feed on. You might have seen the eagles as well as kites catching the snakes in their foot, right? You might have seen that. So these birds are playing important role to regulating the population of the injurious or venomous animals, that is like snake and scorpion, because it is a part of their food chain, right? Snakes or snakes can be eaten by the eagles, so this is nothing but a part of food chain. Then the second important miscellaneous use is that the messenger, they are used as a messenger. Even the pigeons were trained as a messenger during older days, or you can say in the ancient time, the birds like the pigeons were trained for carrying the messages. They were, the message was fit into their legs, right? And they were asked to go from one place to another place. So these birds, they used to definitely reach to their said place and carry forward the messages, because in the older time period, if you see, there were no telephones, no mobiles to carry forward the messages, right? So these birds were playing important role for the messages, and even such a character of the birds, that is messenger, is been used in many movies, you know that, right? So birds, they are playing important role in carry forwarding the messages. Even they are also used as a signal of particular environment. The cuckoo, which is, if the sound of the cuckoo is there, then the onset, that is a signal of onset of a spring. So the next signal may be the peacock, if the peacock is found to be dancing in the cloudy weather, right? If peacock is found to be dancing in the cloudy weather, that is again a significance or symbol of the rainfall. Even the sparrow, if it cries, so it means the carnivorous bird, a carnivorous animal is around them. So crying of the sparrow is the indicator of the carnivorous bird around them. So such a kind of signals are also given by the birds. Even for the entertainment, they are also being used. So game birds such as ducks, heron, etc. So even one of the favorite is the fowl, right? That is also used as a game bird. So these birds are hunted for the purpose of eating or for just enjoying, right? Even the fowl, male fowl, were fighted for human entertainment, right? This is also one of the famous game which are played along with the birds. Even singing birds or singer birds like bulbul, cuckoo, they were also very entertaining to human, right? The sound of the bulbul and cuckoo was very beautiful and pleasant, so that is also entertaining to human. Even parrots, mynas and parakeets, they amuse man by repeating their voices, right? Whatever you will say in front of a parrot, the parrot will going to repeat it, right? So that is quite means amusing to the human. So like that, the number of such uses of birds are there. We have studied them. Birds are used in the medicines, they are used as a food, they are used in the agriculture, they are used in the, you can say, ornamentation and decoration, and number of other uses of birds are also there. So we have studied them all. So in the next lecture, what we'll be studying? We will be studying the economic importance of reptiles, as well as in next lecture we'll study the economic importance of the amphibia.